Hello learners, in this video we are going to discuss the logical AND function implementation by using perceptron neural network. The last class we already studied what is perceptron, how to implement the perceptron in the neural network, what is the architecture, what is the flowchart and training algorithm. Whenever the calculated output is not equal to target output, by using Hebb rule, how to update the weight in the perceptron we already seen. Today class, we will start with the problem how to implement the AND function using the perceptron neural network. We already know what is logical AND function. We have the bipolar input instead of 1 and 0. Now we denote the 1 and 0 by 1 and the minus 1. To avoid the 0 output in the neural network, we use the bipolar input. This is a logical AND function. When both the inputs are on, the output will be 1. First input is 1, second input is 0, that is minus 1. Then the output will be minus 1. First input is 0, that is minus 1, and 1, the output will be minus 1. When both the inputs are 0, minus 1, minus 1, we are expecting the target as minus 1. We try to implement this AND function using perceptron neural network. The architecture of the neural network look like this. We have two input x1 and x2. Each one assigned with the value of w1, w2 weight. We have a bias to adjust our neural network. We have to calculate the net input, apply the activation function over the neural network and calculate the output. In order to get the expected target, we will run the same neural network for n number of time. Each time we try this training pair, input-output pair. For one complete iteration, we call it as a epoch. Okay, we have to stop our algorithm until our satisfaction is over. Is it? And that is, we have to get the target, expected output. So we have to calculate the weight in order to get our target output. So first step, we will start with the initialization of weight. We initialize all the W1, W2 bias as the 0 initial value. And we have to fix the threshold value in order to activate the activation function. Now I fix the activation function as the 0. And we have to keep the learning rate. You know the Hebb rule for the perceptron. W nu equal W old plus alpha into T into x1. We have to fix the alpha, the value from the 0 to 1. For our simplicity, in the AND function, I fix the alpha as 1. This is the activation function we want to perform. By keeping the threshold as the 0 value, if the calculated net input is greater than the 0, the output will be 1. If it is equal to 0, the output will be 0. If it is less than the 0, the output will be minus 1. We try for the first input, x1, x2 both are 1. How to calculate the net input? Yin equal b plus summation of xi into wi. We have two input x1 and x2. W1 and W2, so bias plus x1 W1 plus x2 W2. Bias is 0, we initialized. X1 is 1 from the given sample. W1 is 0 plus x2 is 1, W2 is also 0. The y in value become as 0. If it is 0, then the y will become as 0. But what is our target? Our target, we need 1 as the output. So calculated output is not equal to the target. We have to update the weight. We have to update the weight based on the weight updation rule. Wi nu equal Wi old plus alpha into T into xi. First we update the W1 of nu. Already we assumed W1 of old as the 0. So 0 plus alpha value was 1 into target value we are expecting, that is 1, and the x1 value was 1. So the output will become as 1. W2 of nu equal W2 of old plus alpha into T into x2. W2 of old is 0 plus alpha value 1. Target we are expecting 1. X2 value was 1. So W2 of nu is also 1. Bias nu equal bias old is 0 plus alpha value was 1. T is 1. The value will become as 1. I'll write everything in the tabular format. That's why we'll understand everything in a clear manner. So the change of the weight, I name it as the del W1. For our simplicity, what is the change? I am denoting that by using del W1, del W2 and del bias. Now we see What we did in the first iteration? So epoch 1, we take 1, 1 and bias weight is 1. Target is 1. Net input we calculate as 0. Because this is 0, calculated output is also 0. 1 is not equal to 0, so we updated the weight. The portion of the W2 volt bias volt is 0. So change of the weight is equal to the W1 of new, W2 of new and bias of new. We go for a second input now. What is second input? 1 and minus 1. If 1 and minus 1 is given, we expecting the output should be minus 1. We calculate the Y in first. B bias, what is the recent bias? 1 plus W1 value is 1 and X1 value we taken as the 1. So 1 into 1 plus W2 value is 1 and the X2 value is minus 1. So Y in value we calculate that is 1. We apply the activation. 1 is greater than the threshold value 0. So f of Y in, that is Y, equal to 1. That is not equal to the target minus 1. So we have to update the weight. W1 of new equal W1 of volt plus alpha into T x1. W1 of volt 1 plus alpha value 1. T we are expecting minus 1 and x1 value was 1. So the output will be 0. What about the W2 of new? W2 of old is nothing but 1 plus alpha value 1. T target minus 1. X2 value is minus 1. So we have a value 2. What is bias 2? Bias new. Bias old is 1 plus alpha value 1. T is the minus 1 value. So the value will become as 0. So we will update this weight in the table. What is table? What is in the table? 1 minus 1 input. Target is minus 1 but our net input is 1. So because of that calculated output is also 1. 1 is not equal to minus 1. We updated the weight 0, 2, 0. What is change of weight? Only this portion alpha into T into x1. So for first to change minus 1. Second to change the value is 1. For the alpha T 1 into minus 1 the value is minus 1. We will consider the third input now. What is the third input of AND logical AND? 1 minus 1 1. Target we are expecting minus 1. We will calculate the Y in. What is the recent bias? Bias old is now 0 plus W1 value is 0. X1 value is minus 1, W2 value is 2 and the X2 value is 1. So the value will become as 2. Apply the activation which is greater than the 0. So Y equal to 1 but the target we are expecting minus 1. Y is not equal to T. We update the weight. W1 of new equal. What is W1 of old? W1 of old is 0 plus alpha value 1. Target minus 1. And then x1 is also minus 1. The value will become as 1. What is W2 of new? W2 of old is 2 plus alpha value 1. Target we are expecting minus 1. X2 value was 1. So value will become as 1. What about bias new? Bias new equal bias old plus alpha into T. Bias old is 0. Alpha value 1. Target is minus 1. The value will become as minus 1. We will update the table now. So for the minus 1, 1, the target is minus 1, but we got the 1 as the calculated output because of this net input 2. We have the weight new 1, 1, minus 1. Change of the weight in this portion. In this portion, this is plus 1, this is minus 1 and this is minus 1. Now we try for the fourth input pattern. Last sample of the first epoch. Minus 1, we are expecting minus 1. We calculate the Y in. Bias is nothing but minus 1 plus W1 value we calculated recently. Old W1 1 into X1 value minus 1. W2 value is 1. X2 value is minus 1. The value will become as minus 3 which is less than the 0. So f of Y in. Y value is minus 1. We expecting the target that is also minus 1. So calculated output is equal to the target output. No need for weight updation. What it means? Our current weight itself works in a proper way in order to satisfy the target output. So no need for weight updation. I will keep the weights at as it is. So minus 1, 1. The target is minus 1. Calculated output is also minus 1. So both are equal. Weights are as it is in the previous sample 1, 1, minus 1. No need for a weight changes. So change of weight will become as 0. Bias change is also 0. This is complete epoch 1. So complete epoch 1, we got the recent weight as 1, 1, bias as minus 1. We have to stop the algorithm until all the weight updation will become as 0. For one epoch, complete epoch, if the weight updation is nil, we can stop the algorithm, or you can restrict the algorithm until you reach the number of epochs as the 100 or 200. Now we try for the second epoch. First sample in the second epoch, 1, 1, 1, we calculate the y in based on the recent W volt. So bias is minus 1, W1 is 1, X1 value be 1, X2 1, W1 1. So y in value is 1, f of y in 1 is greater than the 0, output is 1, t is also 1, target is 1, both are equal now. So calculated output is equal to the target output, no need for weight updation. You try for the second input now. So 1, 1 in the epoch give the same weight and no need for weight updation because calculated output is equal to the target output. Now we go for a second input. Second input of the epoch 2, 1, minus 1, target is minus 1. What is y in value? Bias is minus 1, W1 value is 1, X1 value 1, W2 value 1, X2 value is minus 1. So y in minus 1 which is less than the 0. So target is minus 1, calculated output is also minus 1, no need for weight updation. We move to the third one, third sample. So we keep the weight changes as 0, 0, weight is also 1, 1, bias is minus 1, for 1, minus 1. We'll go for a third input. How to calculate the third input? Minus 1, 1, target is minus 1. Y in equal, bias is minus 1, W1 value is 1, X1 value is minus 1, W2 value 1, X2 value 1, though y in value minus 1 which is less than the 0. So calculated output is minus 1, target is also minus 1. Both are equal, no need for weight updation. So we write that in the table format. So for a minus 1, 1 is also current weight. 1, 1, bias minus 1 working in a proper way. We will try for the fourth input now. So x1 equal to minus 1, x2 equal to minus 1, target equal to minus 1, y in equal bias plus W1 value 1, x1 value minus 1, W2 value 1, x2 value minus 1. So the value minus 3 which is less than the 0. So f of y in minus 1 is equal to the target output minus 1. So calculated output is equal to the target output. No need for weight updation. We complete the table now. So minus 1, the target is minus 1. Net input minus 3, because of that only we got the calculated output minus 1. Minus 1 and the target output is equal. So no need for weight updation. Weight updation is 0, 0, 0. Current weight we keeping for 1, 1, minus 1 for entire epoch 2. For the entire epoch, no need, there is no change in the weight, and weight we calculated in the previous epoch is as it is for the one complete epoch. We can stop our algorithm. That indicates our neural network comes to the convergence points. So to implement the AND function in the perceptron neural network, we have to keep the weight 1 as 1, weight 2 as 1 and bias as 1, and we feed all the 4 type of input 1, 1, 1 minus 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1. We'll get the expected output as it is. Is it? Say that's the implementation of the AND function in perceptron neural network. In one more lecture, we will see how to implement the OR function using the perceptron neural network. Thank you.